With due respect to your highly distinguished person, your highly achieved person, a handsome man, intelligent, a man whose name will be written on the positive side of posterity, Nani Ukiwe. Distinguished members of the high table, Professor Nwala, President of ADF, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my friends and colleagues in the media, I have to speak in English. I'm from Delta State, I'm from Anioma, I have a different dialect. And what I want to say, I want the media to record it properly. I don't want to be misquoted. I first of all want to congratulate you and ADF on 4 years of activity, action-driven activity. I want to congratulate all those too who have supported you over the past 4 years. But as you know, and as Nani Ukiwe knows, I'm a pragmatist. I don't believe in dogmas. So, and I have been a media practitioner for decades and an image maker. I am from Okpana Muzogos town. We are people who cannot be gagged. We are not appendage to anybody in Nigeria. We, Anioma people, we have never been appendage to anybody and we will never be appendage to anybody. Looking at the Igbo land from Anioma, I want us to tell ourselves the truth. Professor Nwala has told us about the past. So we are now in the present. We have young people here who want to talk about the present and the future, and who want to be practical about what is happening. You must make up your mind what you want. When you invited me 4 years ago as the Royal Mother of the Day and Vice Chairman of the occasion, I told people in the East that you have fundamental issues that require incisive decision. Fundamental issues of one, investment of the Igbo man in his land. It is abomination that the Igbo man will live here and go in the West and invest in the West. When you go to Lekki, 60% of the houses are owned by Igbos. When you go to Kaduna, Kano, everywhere, investments there are owned by Igbo men. They have abandoned their home, the home of their ancestors, the home where they were given birth to, their true identity. Nobody did that to you. You must solve that yourself by divesting your interest and investing in your homeland. My brothers and sisters, that's point number one. Number two fundamental mistake you are making here in the East. Worldwide, things are shared by population. In Nigeria, the northern man will have 4 wives. Each one will have 6 to 10 children. In a household, you have almost 100 persons. The Igbo man will have 1 man and 2 children. And on election day, you start crying, they are counting chickens. So what solution do you have? Is either the women will give birth to more children, like they did in Iran, when Iran had their revolution. These are practical things that have happened in the world. So, Professor Nwala, I think the problem the Igbo man has, first of all, is to like himself and invest in his land and increase his population, either by women giving birth to more children or men marrying more wives, the same way they do in every other place. Because our future is at stake. The future of your children, women, please don't be sentimental. Don't be selfish. The future of your children is at stake. So, in Yelonweyaka, by continuing with the dogma of me, my wife, and 2 children, it's abomination and it must stop. Then we say because of religion, we have abandoned certain of our values because of religion. when the people of Israel in the Old Testament asked God, you love us, you made a covenant with us, but we want an earthly king. And God gave them an earthly king and admonished them not to be in a hurry to leave the sight of the king because he's my representative on earth. We have a king here. I expected that immediately after the national anthem and you do the Igbo prayers, a bowl of kola nut will be taken to the king. The king will touch the kola first before any other person. And he will break the kola nut and pray for everybody. He will break pieces that will go to our young ones here so that that prayer will go to them, so that they can take over from us when we pass on. I noticed that kola nut was brought. It wasn't taken to the king. And then it was shared. After the sharing, before it's taken to go and pray. So chukuyaba yala inifai metata. My dear brothers and sisters, I said earlier that we are in Anioma the most cultured in Nigeria, with due respect to all of you and the Hausas and Fulani and others. And I'm saying that because when people are talking of women equality, and I say to them, there is nothing like women equality. There wasn't women equality yesterday. It is not today. It will never be. When you say the Lord's Prayer, you say our Father who art in heaven. You don't say our mother. So they should stop all this nonsense of... There is nothing like that. It's not God's intention. Equality is not God's intention. God's intention is for woman to actualize her purpose in creation. So where is man failing? Man is failing in the Igbo land because he has refused to give woman space to actualize her purpose in creation. Is there any reason why a woman in the East cannot inherit from her father who delivered her? They do so in the West. They do so in Benin, where I spent decades. It is changed on paper. It hasn't changed practically. It has changed on paper. I spoke to Muslim friends of mine when I was in England decades ago. And in Islam, a woman inherits from the father. In fact, Islam permits the woman to retain her maiden name if she so desires. What is the problem that in the East, your own daughter that you delivered cannot inherit from you? It's abomination and a sin crying to God for help. Is there any reason why communities in the East, like I suggested years ago, cannot crown mothers in their communities the way my forefathers in Anioma decided that there will be a stool for a woman? My community has a traditional ruler. He is in charge of men and male youths and the land. Myself as the Omo, I'm in charge of women, female youths, and the markets, and custodian of our ancestral shrine. And I'm very proud that I serve God through tradition. They kept this seat and decided that the man should have his palace. The woman should also have her own palace. So the traditional ruler has his palace, and I also have mine. He has his chiefs, I have my own chiefs. However, the chiefs of the traditional ruler are superior because man is first. That's the way our forefathers kept it in Anioma land, from Asaba to Abo. In all the communities, there is an Omu, there is a traditional ruler. Each one is given his role to play because God is not a fool by creating woman. Businesses in the East, the Igbo man is everywhere. He's in Kano. The wife is selling for him. The wife does not have her own business. So you find professional bodies. I belong to many professional bodies. I hardly see an Igbo woman from the East. And even when they put one from the East out of tokenism and symbolism, it is still the people in the East that drag her down. I belong to organizations where there are many Yoruba women, they are multimillionaires, they own businesses, their men celebrate them. In the final analysis, the money the Igbo woman is making is for her family, for the husband, for the children. She's not making it for any other person. Is there any reason why she can't own an independent business? Why she must be doing receipt for her husband? And when the husband passes on, the family comes and take over. The children will even suffer in the end. The world takes you at your estimate of yourself. They will carry you like an egg. And we have said, I particularly as Omo have told the Anioma people, that our men are strikingly handsome, that our women are extraordinarily beautiful, that our children are intelligent in Anioma land. And we have fertile land devoid of natural disaster. So nobody can trample on us. If I had the opportunity coming from Obanama, if I had age on my side, I would do more than Nzogu, my brother, did. We cannot continue like this in Igbo. Bikonu. For nothing. Let it be for substance. Please. Let it be for substance. Look at what men in the eastern states have done. You have failed colossally. The leadership, political, from 1999 to date. Is it the Hausa man that is the governor? No. Is it the Hausa man that is the member House of Representatives representing all the 5 eastern states? No. It is men from the eastern states, the 5 that are governors. What happened to the money they collected from 1999 to now? What have they done with it? Please ask your people. Ask your people what they have done with the money they collected since 1999 to date. Where are the roads they built? Where are the hospitals? Where are the infrastructure? That's what I expect that the Igbo man from the East should be talking about, your fundamental problems. Agwamono 4 years ago, Bano no. Pochien uzo Banyano no. People in China locked their doors for over a decade and came out, and the world is respecting China. Agwamono 4 years ago, Ndibo Bayano no. Jejo uno ajujo. Whether you are doing the right thing, if you are doing the wrong thing, please, you don't change it by patting on the back and calling the Hausa man. Oburo onya Hausa asi ebikwa na be. Oburo onya Hausa asi kpata ego, je luo Sokoto, je luo Kaduna, je Zaria, Igbo no everywhere, na alu no, na alu estate, na alu ife di iche iche. I want to use this opportunity to thank Igbo men who have decided to stay in Igbo land and invest in this land. I pray to God Almighty and our ancestors, in finality, Prof, and my brothers and sisters, and Mercy, na abu mo abo by election or ife chukwude. So na ya bo uche chukwunyem ka nje asi. Before ọbụna ngekpele unu na-ekpele before I leave now. Nje ọbụna mme ọ ga-ejibu na chukwu anatawa ya bụ ekpele ka ọ gbayalụ m. Nje ọbụna unu wa metu ọ ga-ejibu na ya bụ ekpele elu unu ahụ ka ọ gbayalụ unu. Ewe na-ayọ chukwu dị n'ala Igbo niile ka onye unu ndụ, ka onye unu ndụ ogologo, ka onye unu ahụ dị mma, ka unu tọlụ anyasị, ụwa anyasị ga-adị unu mma. Ewe m na-asị na onye webiwe unu ya were ike gwụa, na oisi webiwe anyị ana ya bụla ike. N'ọnụ kalomili ya ofu ide ya ani ọkwala ala. N'ụwa ga-adịla unu mma, ọ ga-adịla ụmụ unu mma, ọ ga-adịla ụmụ unu mma, ụmụ unu ama nwụ n'anya unu. Ewe na-asị na ndị isi anyị nọ na high table. Nna anyị ụka iwe, you have seen good days. My prayers for you is that you will see brighter days, and that evening life will be good for you. Prof, and my you see, I want ADF to be practical, because often I know so you buy so say it doesn't turn to practicality. We have wasted our time. Dalo no no ga di chukwu gozi am.
Mbanye no kona de Igbo na ruone maka na ọ na-abụ onye agwara kwa ọzọ agwakwa ọma bụrụ nnene biko gụkwa na ya aka n'ibe okpuru ibe mere eme.